What up, though? This is Sanae.
What up, though? This your girl, Nakia.
And this is Dating in These Streets podcast.
Podcast featuring conversations about dating in these modern times.
What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube?
We are here to record our first episode for our YouTube channel.
Well, technically, it's the second.
Well, we didn't record a video for the first
one. That's
one.
true. So, it is our first episode for YouTube. You're right.
Yeah, so maybe we'll make it like a car chronicles type thing.
Y'all, it's dead in the street, so you get in where you can fit in. We just in the car right now, so why not record it?
Yes. So today we are going to be talking about situationships and communication, why people don't want to commit. We trying to figure it out, why people don't want to be in committed relationships anymore.
Yeah.
So
we actually looked up the definition of situationship in the Urban Dictionary. Snade's going to pull it up because I was going to paraphrase it.
We're going to get the correct term, the correct definition for this.
Yes.
Because...
Yeah, what is it in the Urban Dictionary?
Hold on.
Oh, she found it, y'all. Yes. Listen to this. I don't know when it became a word. Yeah, like an actual term, but there it goes.
Okay.
Read it off.
So, the Urban Dictionary, it has quite a few definitions in here, but this is the one that we found that stuck with us. Mm-hmm. Situationship, less than a relationship, but more than a booty call. A situationship refers to a romantic relationship that is and will remain undefined.
The word that gives me is undefined, untitled. You're not committed, basically.
Yeah, you're not committed. You're not in a committed relationship.
But you're in a relationship, just not a committed one.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I don't know if we're the only ones that have experienced
that. One more definition here is say a relationship that has no labels on it, like a friendship, but more than a friendship, but not quite a relationship. So
friends with benefits. That's what I get from that.
So I get confusion.
Are we even friends? It's confusion for sure.
Because especially you're more than friends, because if you're sleeping with someone, you're more than friends. You can't. I don't care what you say about sex.
You say he's just a friend. Oh,
yeah.
No, it's awful.
It is. Situationships is very awful. Actually, me personally, I have just gotten out of a situationship that I was in for almost 4 years. So here goes a little background about it. So I met this guy. I was 26 years old. It was on my 26th birthday. We was at the club. He came up to me. He walked me to the car, and we talked for a second. But I was still dealing with my child's father. So it didn't really go anywhere. We went out once, and then we just stopped talking. So years go on. He would check up on me on social media from time to time, seeing if I was involved with anybody. I would say he probably checked up on me like 2 to 3 times. The last time before we actually started talking, he checked up on me. I was dealing with somebody, so we really didn't talk. So then he checked up on me again. At this point in time, I was broken up with my ex. I was by myself for like a whole year. I was chilling, at peace, all that stuff. So I'm like, cool, maybe I can get back out there in the dating scene. So we started talking, and, I thought we were on the road to seeing if we could build to a relationship. Mm-hmm. So, I asked him, what are you looking for? The words he used was, I'm open to a relationship. So in my mind, that means, we about to be dating for real to see where this goes. Mm-hmm. So the first year went on. We were still not in a relationship or whatever. And I would ask, what are we going? Where is this going? What we doing? It's like, we working, we courting. So the first year of this situationship, it was okay. This is when I kind of fell in love with him. He bought me flowers. He bought me gifts. He, like, we were dating. We was having sex. I mean, and I fell in love. So then I look up year 2. Still a whole bunch of confusion of not, what are we doing here? What's going on? And year 3 look up. Here we go again. What are we doing? Where are we going? And it was like, I don't fully blame him for everything that transpired. I blame myself because I kept having that ounce of hope of that things is going to get better, things is going to change. And yeah, every time I did try to cut it off. Every year it goes on, I tried to cut it off, and it was like, I loved him. So it was like, okay, he'll come back, like, we gonna work on each other, we gonna start courting more and all that stuff like that, and then sleep with him, and we back at square one of the non-communication, constantly texting me, not talking to me. Like, it was just, it was a, I'm not gonna say that was my darkest point in my life, because I've been down that road before of a very dark place in my life. I just would say it was draining, because it was like I wanted to be with somebody that did not want to be with me. And that was very hard for me to realize, because I was so used to I was so used to people wanting to be with me. Guys always, oh, you my girlfriend. But then you get this one guy that just wanna basically sleep with you. That's just what it is. The situationship is, the guy just wanna sleep with you. And some women, they may just want to do that too, but I wasn't like that. I didn't want that. I wanted a relationship at that point of time in my life.
With him.
With him. I wanted to be with him. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
So it's just it was just like, so I had to take a step back and learn and reevaluate my values, reevaluate my worth, because I knew I was better than this. I knew I was better than constantly sleeping with somebody. Yeah. Because I do want to get married. That's what I want to do one day. I am going to get married. I am. I'm going to get married and have a family and all that stuff. So, but you can't be dealing with people that don't want that, because that holds you back.
On the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he just wasn't, like you say, he wanted just to have a physical relationship. Yeah, and that was it. That's interesting. Mine was a little different, I guess. I've dealt with that too, but mine was that I was in a relationship with a guy, and then we broke up, and we were still involved with each other, but this time we never got back in a relationship, but we were just dealing with each other. And I'm sure a lot of us may have encountered that type of thing too. So I didn't really think of it as a situationship because I had history with this guy. But then it was years that I was dealing with him too, and it wasn't going anywhere. Like, we wasn't moving forward. Like, the relationship wasn't progressing. It was a situationship. Like, that's all it was. And I stayed in it for a very long time, and you know, I can't, like you said, I don't want to fault him completely. It is me too, but at the same time, I thought that there was a little bit of hope. Like, okay, well, you know, I don't want to start over, not trying to meet nobody else, because that in itself can be a headache. And I cared about him. I loved him, you know, and so I just thought it would go further, but it never progressed, and it never would have, you know. So it definitely was a situationship, and so I'm totally against them now, because there are time wasters. And before you look up, like you said, 3-4 years have passed and you're nowhere. And I feel like guys, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, they are the ones who determine the pace of the relationship. You ask a woman to be your lady, you ask her to marry you, which is, you know, the fiance stage, and then, you know, she becomes a wife. And so I feel like with women, we kind of just wait, and it don't matter like how many times you try to pressure them or ask them like, what are we and stuff. They'll just go around the question because they want to keep you in that little box that you are in.
Right.
And it's extremely draining, because as a woman, if you are a woman who likes commitment, and, you know, any woman in a right mind would want to commit with a man that they've been dealing with for years. Like, it just makes sense. Like, why would I want to waste time or years with a man knowing it's not going anywhere? Right. That doesn't make sense. So you would be like, telling them like, well, what are we doing here? Do you care? And they'll say the things, but I love you. I care about you.
You know I care about you deeply. I care for you deeply.
So it's like, I love you. Of course, just ain't the right time, or
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready yet. All that BS, and you'll just be thinking like, let me be patient, but you have already been patient. Yes. Like, years have passed. And from my understanding now, from hearing guys talk about this, they know when they want to marry you. Yes. And so to me, now I'm looking at it like, it don't take years on years. No. You know what I'm saying? You just plan or waiting for I'm a placeholder, and you're waiting for the right one to come along. And that's bold. If you're doing a woman like that, or a woman doing a man like that, that's extremely bold, and it's actually evil. I mean,
it is. It is draining, and it is hurtful. And it's just like, I think nowadays people they are operating on everything out of fear. They're afraid of getting hurt. They're afraid of getting played. Yeah. They're afraid that they gonna open up and you gonna use it against them, stuff like that. And it's just like, okay, we all been hurt. I've been hurt since 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Like, somebody has hurt me since I was little. So it's like, but as I have grown and progressed, I still have not been like, I haven't been a person that, ain't nobody gonna hurt me ever again. I'm gonna get them before they get me. I never been that type of person. And it's just like, everybody just want to play games like out here. And it's like, I'm tired of playing games. I gave up games at 12 years old. I stopped playing with Barbies at 13. I mean, come on now.
And that's where the situationships begin. They are games. And what we mean, but I don't even know if it's a definition for a situationship. It probably is. But when I think of a situationship, it's, to me, you just want to text. And it ain't no like thorough 4-page letter type of text messages. It's like, hey, WYD. Good, or you get the good morning and good night. That's what I'm saying when I get a text. And then they were taking forever to reply or to respond. It's 2 hours that went by, three hours that went by. And it's like, how can I get to know you? How can we spend time together if you're not? I mean, I've had guys say like, I'm not a phone person. But
yeah, I don't
when
really,
I see you or hang out with you, you have your phone on your hip. Like, stop playing the games. Like, you're just not that into the person, and it's just, I don't know if I feel like it's an ego lifter or something like that, and like this person is into you, and it's like, I'm just checking on you. Hey, how you going? And I don't know if how you doing or whatever. I don't know if they like being chased, but I feel like as a woman, I'm not about to have you chase me. If I like you, I'm going to show mutual interest. Like, and I want I'm big on energy. Right. So the energy that I get is the energy that you're going to receive. Like, I'm not about to put so much effort because I have done that before and the guy has not done it and you feel like crap and it's bold. You know what I'm saying? Just tell me like, you got somebody else that you're more interested in or something like that. But instead, they don't do that. They don't like to be upfront and truthful because they don't want you to go away completely. Yes, so I'm just, what's called crumb dropping? Yes. What is it? Isn't it a term like they crumb you? Like
I don't know.
I'm gonna give you a little bit. Yeah. And then they'll do something really nice, like a really nice or sweet gesture, and get you back and feel like, dang, like they really can be a nice person.
Like they really do like me.
Really good guy. And then next thing you know, a week or two go by
to the same shit.
And that's the crumbs. It's like a bird. I'm gonna feed you crumbs just to keep you coming around. And it's sickening. Like it is.
It is sickening. Yes, our other best friend.
It's sickening. So I mean, I'm not with it. I think from my experience from it, I'm very quick to cut somebody off. Block. Like, I don't have time to be playing these games. Yeah. If I have a conversation with you and I'm like, hey, like, just the texting ain't going for me, or, if this is not something you want, and you be like, well, no, I agree. Like, I feel the same way. But you do not, your actions do not follow.
Say it.
Go down that list. Block.
I mean,
block contact. I don't have time because you're a time waster, and no one has time. That's something I can never get back. No. I feel like time is very valuable. It's nothing I can get back, and I'm really at the age now where I'm not trying to lose any more time. So stop playing with me.
We already been through enough stuff to be sitting here trying to play these games at this age. Like,
they say dating is a game, but it's like, well, damn, how long we gonna play this game? like, why is it a game? Like, why do I have to play? I seen a TikTok where a guy said, ladies, if he's taking forever to text you back, he's taking 2 hours, you do 4.
Me personally, I'm not doing that. I'm not. Like, if I see your text message,
yes,
I'm gonna text you back.
Me too.
I'm not, because I have 15,000 things on my mind. So me playing this game, you text me back in 2 hours and I gotta wait 4. You won't hear from me because I just forgot that I was playing this game. I don't have time for that. So if I have my phone in my hand and you text me, I'm gonna text you back. That's just me. I'm not about to be, I'm gonna make him. I don't want nobody chasing me. None of that stuff. I want you to pursue me. Yes, if you're interested
but I'm gonna pursue you too. It's gonna be a mutual.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't got time for that. Cause like I said, my memory, short-term memory is like, I forget. And then you be like,
my long-term, my short-term, I ain't gonna forget. But I still don't want to play them games. Like, I just feel like it's really childish. Right. If I see your message, even if it's 2 minutes, 2 seconds, I'm going to reply.
That's just me.
It's not a big deal. Like, okay, you text me, I'm gonna text you back.
If I'm holding my phone and you call me, I'm going to answer. That's just me. I'm not about
to
sit here.
They do that too.
Like, yeah, I'm not about to sit here and look at the phone and you calling me.
You ever had somebody call you who's actually busy and you may have called them back 5 minutes later, they don't answer?
No.
What is you doing?
In 5 minutes, you done put that phone down.
They playing games. Yeah. Like, it's just, I
don't got time for that.
Block.
And then if I'm on the phone with somebody and it's not like my child or my mother or something, I'm gonna stay on the phone with the person and I call the other person back when I'm done talking to them. That's just me. Like, I'm a type of person, I'm going to give you my undivided attention.
Especially if I'm interested in you. Yeah. Like, I feel like if you're interested in me, and we should look forward to having, like, I get excited when you call. Or when I see your text, like, hey, like,
he thinking about me. Or like, you be smiling.
But the way that's going out the window. I don't even, the little butterflies, all that kind of stuff.
I haven't felt them in years.
I was about 21.
I think it was. Like, it's just like,
they're like, oh, I like you. Oh, okay.
And
we'll see how long.
How long this like is gonna happen. So,
do you know what like is, sir? Like,
right? Yeah. Why do you like me? They can never answer that. Why
you asking me that? It's a legitimate question. You like somebody?
I like you because you're awesome.
What's awesome about me though? Like, I've never seen no people that can't express themselves. Like, I'm gonna tell you. Like, if I like you, like, man, I find you super attractive. You gotta get
I'm gonna tell you why. Yeah. Or if I like you, I'm going to, like, show you that I like you by saying, oh, I'm proud of you. Oh, you doing that? That's good. Like, or not acting, but be interested in what you're interested in.
Yes.
And it's just like these people out here just they don't care about nothing. And it's sad. It's sad that they don't
bring
care.
A tear to your eye.
Yeah, it is discouraging. It is. I'm not going to even kid you. Like, this dating world is discouraging.
And how you sitting on somebody's couch?
Yeah,
it's not fun. Like, they literally take the fun out of everything.
Yes. It's like,
I've had guys actually live with women or they don't tell you they got kids, right? Until like much later. Some women have experienced that too. Like, they've been on a few days and the guy never mentioned they have kids. Why not? That is important, sir.
That is important. When you get to know somebody, why is it not important? And if you love your kids, that should be the I'm not saying have your whole day centered around your kids.
But, and hold up, I'm the type of woman, if you do have kids and you don't acknowledge them, I'm not going to talk to you because it just shows me
you don't care. Or you don't take care of them. One or the other. You don't take care of them.
You're horrible. Yes. And you're just out here making kids.
Because if you don't mention your kids or you don't like take care of your kids, how can you take care of me? That's the thing I think about.
I wouldn't want to have no kids with you. Because it's like, you have some that you don't even take care of.
That's why I only got one. Scarred me.
0.
It's hard out here. But I ain't do it. Like, it's just, the situationships, like, I understand at the beginning, yeah, maybe.
No.
But, no. I'm saying, like, yes, you try to figure out if this person is for you. Yes, you can figure that out in a month, 2, 3, maybe 3, or whatever, if this person is for you.
Yeah.
But my problem is people is never upfront of, oh, I don't want a relationship. This is not what I'm looking for. I just want some friends and see where it go. Whatever the case may be.
Because they know you don't want that.
Y'all don't give people
the choice.
Like, y'all just, like, manezzel them into the...
Like, he told you, he said, I'm open to a relationship. But he was not open to a relationship. He was open to a situationship.
Then, year 2 or 3, I don't want no relationship.
I never told you that. Like, what? You said you was open to it. Like, when did the door close, sir?
And why wasn't I informed that this door was shut and locked? I'm trying to figure it out. Like,
but when you done, they want to circle the block. We don't do blocks, we don't circle the block. No,
it don't matter if you block them. It don't matter. None of that. They still
Which I don't understand because you didn't want the same thing I wanted.
Yeah.
Why are you still reaching out? Like, why are you circling the block?
I think it's a more of an ego and a
fear. You're narcissistic then.
It's a fear of, oh, this woman or this man did X, Y, and Z for me. They care for me. They genuinely care for me. And now they cutting me off.
Like that song Janet Jackson and Q-Tip. Then you also got till it's gone.
Then also they thinking like, dang, she gonna be doing that for somebody else. We can't have that. So it's more of a selfish thing. It's more of being selfish of, I don't want you, but nobody else can have you either.
Yeah, and it's just like, if you're not feeling a person like that,
just say it.
Just let them know. I know people like, well, I don't want to hurt their feelings, but they don't do that. They'll still deal with you romantically. Yeah. And that's what we're saying. We're not talking about the people who have told a person like, I don't see you like that, but we can be friends. And then you can't sleep with the person though. If you tell somebody that, like, I don't see you romantically, I don't see a future with you, do not continue to sleep with the person.
Yeah.
We're talking about the ones who know that they don't
want to be with you,
see a future with you, but they'll keep you like in
there, sleeping with you, still sending you gifts,
and have you thinking that
still dating you, basically.
that everything is okay and they do care about you. We're talking about those individuals, men and women. We're not just here to bash men. Mm-mm. I'm sure there are some women that do that too, and
I've seen some ruthless women too. I've seen them with my own eyes, but
yeah,
I know for me, after dealing with that situationship stuff, I'm not dealing with it again. No. Like I said, I am like, my thing is, it's a lot of hurt people out here. Hurting
other people.
Hurt people. It's just a vicious cycle. And what's so sad also is that our Black community downplayed therapy so much, and it's so crazy because honestly, therapy helps. I'm a walking testimony of therapy. So I was in therapy for almost 2 years after I got out of my last relationship. And honestly, I'm going back next month because
my therapy
you need to maneuver. I pray too. I read the Bible. I do all that too. But it's just like sometimes you need that extra help because of all the things that you've been through over your life, and you just And a lot of us just bottle it in, hold it down, suppress it. And then sometimes when you suppress it for so long, it's like a tea kettle. You're going to burst at any moment. And then that's how you end up hurting people, because you're having outbursts, technically. You're having outbursts from all the trauma that you dealt with, because you decide not to go get help. I'm not saying you have to go get therapy.
Yeah.
You can, whatever you need to do. You can get a life coach. They got life coaches out here. They got therapists out here. If you don't want to do a therapist, they got groups. They got some of everything. It's books. You can read. You don't even have to read. You can be listening. They have audio books now. Like, it's like you need to do the work in order to grow.
These people are so messed up. I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone. Like, just to be honest, I have seen some stuff. Like, yes. I have seen and heard some stuff. Like, people today, I mean, we all have, and I don't like to use that because I feel like it's an excuse. We've all been through some type of trauma. Some people worse than others. I acknowledge that. That's terrible.
You got to get help for
that
it,
does not give you a right to come into somebody's life and jack up stuff for them because you're so unhappy. Mm-hmm. I do not agree with that. I don't care. We've all been through drama. If I walked around acting like how much trauma, death, loss, all that kind of stuff, heartbreaks that I've experienced, I'm just mean, like
we wouldn't be
exactly. And it's like no successful relationships would come for that. But these people don't see nothing wrong with themselves. Mm-hmm. You know, they're like,
that's what I'm saying. They downplay.
You know, and they end up in so many relationships. Every time you see them, they got a new woman or a man. Yeah. It's like, no, something is wrong with you. That's not normal. Relationship hopping. Yeah, you're not happy being by yourself. You get with people, you destroying them. Then you say somebody went to crack. So, like, that's bad.
For a relationship. That's crazy.
That's bad. You know, and it's like, well, you shouldn't let a person get you to that point. You know, people say that.
But my thing is, when you are emotional, when you are an emotional person and you really take your feelings to heart sometimes, like, a lot of us is not cold-hearted. We not. We just not.
We're good-hearted people.
Yes, we love. We love. Hey, we love. We care. So it's like, it's hard to just walk away from stuff when you genuinely care about somebody. But like I always tell anybody that vent to me or whatever, it's going to take you to walk away from whatever situation that you're in. And
I feel like when you are a good person, you bring some type of light or happiness to that person who may be
and that's struggling. Why they spinning
the block. And it's like, a good woman or a man is not going to tolerate that for very long.
They're not. You know, they don't get tired.
They don't get tired of you because you're sucking. You're a life sucker, a killjoy. Like, you suck the life out of everyone that comes in contact with you, and then you start seeing your life going down. Like,
yes,
like, damn, I'm depressed.
Right? Like, like, damn, why am I so angry? They transfer that, especially if you sleep with the person. You are transferring that energy back and forth. Yeah. So if they depressed and they angry and they hurt people,
sometimes ain't no joke.
And you sleeping with them, then you gonna be angry, depressed, ready to fight.
And in situationship, they're more likely sleeping with other people. So now you got all these other people's spirits. They carrying all these other people's spirits, and now they dropping on you. Now you bipolar. You schizophrenic.
Trying to figure out what the heck is going on. You're dealing with
anxiety. You like, oh my God, like, you start having health issues. What's going on? Is this Negro right here? Yep. Like, I need to get blocked, you know? But like I said, they circle the block because you have brought some type of happiness to them, even though they're sucking the life out of you. And they, once you gone, they realize, like, dang, that person truly did care, or they was a good person. And I noticed something else about them people. They have a hard time apologizing.
Yeah,
they have because they don't see nothing they did is wrong. Like, they never hold themselves accountable. I'm a person that holds myself accountable. Even if Sine was to tell me right now, I've ran into people who, if they do not think that they did anything wrong to you, they will not apologize. Even if you said, like, you hurt my feelings and stuff. I'm the type of person, I may not have intentionally meant to hurt your feelings, but if you came to me like, Nakia, what you said or what you did, yada, 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 hurt my feelings, I am so sorry. And I won't say if you think. I'm going to say, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
No,
I'm not like that either.
No.
If I don't like
That's not a real apology.
Even if I am kind of blunt and truthful, so sometimes my delivery may come off as harsh or whatever like that. So I will apologize or whatever. But at the same time, I don't like to offend people. I don't like to hurt people's feelings. I don't like that feeling. I don't like somebody being upset with me or stuff like that of what I say and stuff. I guess that's a good and a bad thing because I mean you care about what people say about you or you care about all that stuff, but I'm just a naturally caring person. I can't help that. I'm not mad at the world. I'm not depressed anymore.
I'm not trying to get your lick back.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get revenge. I mean, you can scar me today, and I'm gonna wish you the best tomorrow, and I'm gonna pray for you. That's just what it is. I'm gonna pray.
I just may not deal with you, but you know, it is what it is. I don't hold any grudges. If I see you, I'll definitely be cordial, you know, but I don't have to be best friends with you if you've done me wrong. But just know, like, if I see you, I'm gonna speak and stuff like that. It's not gonna be awkward, but you know, I'm not about to call you. You're not my best friend anymore. Yeah, you're not in my circle anymore, and that's fine. You don't have to keep them people around, you know, but. Yeah, I'm just tired of situationships, to be honest. It makes looking forward to like marriage, kids, family, it's just really discouraging. It's sad. Like it's awful.
It's a scary thing.
It's very scary.
I feel like if we had families and marriages and stuff, our world would be better.
The kids,
our Black community would be stronger than ever.
Two are better than one.
And I feel like we could run the world as Black people, but we so divided and trying to
so messed up.
Play games and stuff and just
we so at odds at each other and nobody wanna. It's kind of like the hookup culture. Everything that stuff is just like applauded, and it's like family, monogamy, all that kind of stuff is kind of like
downplayed.
Why would you want to be with one person?
Right. That
you know, like some people want to wait until marriage. You hear people saying like, you need to test the car before you buy it. You test the car before you buy it. I don't need to do nothing. Okay,
you not about to
at work. Car. If you're trying, because the whole thing, my issue with that saying is that those who test the car before they bought it, had sex before marriage, somehow they still real dysfunctional. People will still end up cheating on each other. So it really didn't matter whether you had
because
sex.
You're looking for more.
You're so freaked out, and you gotta watch out for people. They so freaked out, like you just not enough to satisfy them because they wanted to test the car. People get new cars every year.
It's called leasing.
Yeah, so y'all want to lease every couple of months. Yeah, you get tired.
Everybody,
I need something new and fresh.
Yeah.
No, but us who like to purchase a car and keep it and take care of it. Yeah, it's downplayed. Why would you do that? It's a 2006. That car 15 years old.
And it's running like new, baby.
Exactly. I maintain it, sweetie. We're good over here, okay? And I don't have a car note. So let's just do it, you know, but people, it seems like everything that's right is wrong and everything is wrong is right. And so that's why we're even able to have a conversation like this, because situationships is so big. Like people are rarely in relationships. It look like it. It may appear. But then people are like, yeah, I seen her man messing with his woman messing with. They're in a situationship.
Yeah.
It's pitiful. They ex is still around.
Yeah.
You know, they got that one special person that they hook up with. They'll tell you like, I'm single. You have to ask people now, like,
are you single?
Are you
or do anybody think they're in a relationship with you? You're gonna have to ask that question now.
Yeah.
Do anybody think they're in a relationship with you?
You had a guy tell you like, what's the difference? What you mean? Are you in a relationship or are you not? Yes, it's a difference. It makes it's very important. What do you mean?
Because I feel like if somebody think they're in a relationship with you or y'all in a relationship, I don't care what y'all got going on. I just feel like I wouldn't want to be in that girl's shoes. I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me.
Out here.
I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me because that's a very hurtful feeling to think that you with somebody and they out here doing X, Y, Z with A, B, C, and D. So it's like, me personally, I just always consider everybody else's feelings. Now I'm going to consider my own, and I'm going to be like, I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. I guess I was raised like that, because you learn that in kindergarten. Do unto others as you want them to do to you.
And you do reap what you sow. You know, so for all those who are comfortable with dealing with somebody who has a wife, or even him or her, they married, but they want to be out here stepping out on their marriage, and you okay, just know it's one thing about them tables, baby. They always do turn. So you should not be treating people like that. Divorce that individual. Don't be stepping out on your marriage. Or if you know somebody is married, don't deal with them because you think it's flattering. No, it's not. It's so much competition. Like, everybody want to compete with somebody. Oh, well, I do this better than his wife, so he chose me. I ain't chose. Like, come on now. Like, what sense does that make? And why would you want somebody who's already with somebody? You want sloppy seconds. Girl, that's nasty. Like, and there's so many people that's okay with that. I'm okay with being a side person. It's no problems there. Okay. It is a lot of lonely. Some fatal attraction stuff happen. Don't be calling on the Lord. They don't have to. The Lord accept them. The Lord accept everybody. Yes. Girl, my whole thing is like, just don't do that kind of stuff to people. If you know you don't want to be with them and you just looking for a sexual relationship, be upfront. Let that person decide. And then if they say I want more, let that go, because I feel like eventually one or the other is going to want more. Like, I don't care what you say. I have never seen a successful situationship unless they got people that they dealing with, and them two just know, like, we just side pieces, and even that's crazy. But I've never seen a successful situationship that didn't end up wrong, because sometimes a kid ends up out the situation, and now you done created this broken home, and it's like, y'all still don't want to be together. Like, I don't. Y'all got baby after baby after baby. It's so frustrating, y'all. It is. This dating in these streets is making me want to leave. Make you want to bust out of tears. Be on somebody's couch. I'm telling you, it's awful. So I think that's our time, but thank y'all for listening, for tuning in, listening to the conversation. If you have any questions or your input, some people may like situationships. I mean, we open to hear what valid points, because like I said, I dealt with one and I did not like it. I wish we could get these guys on here to see their point. They probably wouldn't even be honest though. Like, man, we want to know, like, I ain't do nothing wrong. Did you think anything was wrong with it? Like, do y'all see anything wrong with situationships? Is that just something new that people are accepting and they're okay with it? Maybe our thinking is just a little bit old school from how people think today. Like, well, I mean, as long as you have someone, to me, I don't like it. But if you like it, we would love to hear, like, your point of view and what your thoughts are on it. Like, for real. Yeah. Yes. So we would love to hear it. So yeah, we also, if you subscribe to our Spotify. Yeah, we got Spotify. We on Apple Podcasts now as well. So it's called Dating in These Streets all across. Yeah. Like our Instagram page. We on TikTok too, y'all. Oh yeah, TikTok too. We do have to mention TikTok more, but definitely like, subscribe, tap in. We'd love to hear, like, people's thoughts. If you have any questions for us, any topics y'all want us to discuss, we do got a list of topics that we are going to discuss. But if y'all have something in mind, or y'all want to join in on this conversation, let us know. We enjoy it. Yeah, and again, this is like our experiences, so it may not be, everyone experiencing the same thing. So that's why we would like to hear from other people too. So yes, thank you, y'all. Yes, we'll holler, and tune in for the next episode. We'll keep y'all updated. Thanks again, guys. Peace.